Please help me welcome UCO's president, Dr. Don Betz.
Well, thank you very much, Bill, and good afternoon, everybody. Those of you in the other rooms as well. On behalf of the University of Central Oklahoma, I want to add my welcome to that of Provost Bill Radke, a colleague and a friend who's going to fly the coop, we say around here. Something to do with a neotropical migrant, I guess. In about 3 or 4 months, he's going to extinguish his 38-year career at the institution as a distinguished faculty member, and I'm even downplaying that because we all know what a contribution he's made and all the various roles he has served since then, including provost for the last 8 years. So I had a couple of opportunities to thank him publicly. Would you help me thank him now? Bill? Well, I'm pleased to add my words of welcome. I actually had a chance to be around this place, these wonderful institutions that we call universities in Oklahoma, about the time when far-sighted men and women like those sitting here in the Research Council came forth and said, you know, it's really important for us to find a way to continually stimulate the environment for learning. And how do we do that? And in what ways can we bring the notion of research right to the center of what we value on a daily basis here at our institutions? I am so proud, as having been at 2 regional universities together for over 36 years of my 43 years in higher education, 2 in this state, that regional universities took the lead and established this track record and this approach to encouraging undergraduate research. Today, when I found myself walking on the University Wellness Center floor and walking through those aisles, saw many of you with your posters and your faculty mentors, began to think of what was in the minds of these men and women when they thought, how can we in fact stimulate this process? What's fascinating for me is the work you do individually, but the fact that institutions found common ground. We found reason to find each other and say, this purpose transcends any one of our institutions. It's more important than UCO or Northeastern or East Central, and on the list goes. It's about what we do for the future of this state in a very concrete way. And we knew, and they know, and we know, that it's all about the quality of the environment you create for learning. And if there's one passion that I know that exists in the faculty members that I've had the honor of working with all these years, and I thought reflected today across the Wellness Center, is there was a passion for learning and for serving and an opportunity to create an environment that says our students can, in fact, realize goals that perhaps we thought they may have thought would not be possible. It's about exploring the limits. It's about pushing a little bit further. And it's about rewarding that diligent, persistent effort. It's about watching anxious students as you approach them at their poster and then listening to them almost eloquently explain not just what's on the poster, but what drove them to this particular interest. That kernel, that seed of curiosity that lives in all of us, that's the beginning of the work that we call education and manifests itself in this kind of research. I'm not related to a single person on the floor, but I could tell you, I felt personal pride, and I have for all these years, what Oklahoma has done, and it's been done by the faculty, the supporting administration, and the students who have come forth. This is one of the great jewels in Oklahoma higher education, one of the manifestations of what we are as a state, that we can in fact find this common ground, connect up with one another, and then celebrate on someone else's campus the joint work that we have done. The real winner today is the state of Oklahoma. And I would love to be able to magically transport all of the citizens of the state, all those responsible for making the laws of this state, all those who think about the future of this state here today, and just be that proverbial fly on the wall. Just wander and wonder about what motivated individuals to take the extra steps that no one pushed them to try harder when they didn't really have to be encouraged as so many of you do, at the right time in their lives. And then, as we know from the data, to persist and to graduate and on to endeavors including graduate schools and professional schools, and on to enriching our lives and our communities and our states and one another. All that was palpable to me as I walked through today. The energy was wonderful. The buzz, the connect. It wasn't a dour process. No one was lamenting what we were about. This was a time of great joy. And so many of you, and I'm speaking now to faculty and mentors and administrators, who have given your life, who have given your professional life to the cultivation of this kind of talent, there is no way that any society or any state could ever thank you enough. Because what you've done, as you know better than I, is you've created the very seeds of the change you hope would occur. Those seeds are in the work you've done, but it's really those seeds are in the people whose lives you've touched. And some of them are in these rooms. And some of them will come back to us and to you 10, 20, X number of years and say, guess what I did? Guess whose lives I touched? Guess what kind of community I created with your help, with your encouragement, at just the right time. When it would have been easy for you to have moved on to something that was more pressing, you gave me that extra moment of your insight, your encouragement, your ability to help me see way beyond where I was, and I didn't resist. I stepped into your world that welcomed me so warmly, so genuinely. That's what I saw today. I saw the change that you have cultivated so well for now 14 years. And 14 years from now, and 14 years after that, there won't be an institution large enough to hold all of those who will come to celebrate this wonderful occasion, undergraduate research, and the possibilities that it creates once you've accomplished those tasks. The students that are here today, no one can ever take away from you what you've accomplished here. And the lessons you've learned, I am confident will drive deep inside your motivation and your perspective. And then you know what you get to do? There is some little girl in the 4th grade. There is some boy now in a pre-K class who can't wait to meet you. She doesn't know you, but you're going to touch her life in many of the ways that people around this room and the other rooms today have touched your life. And this is our responsibility. This is the chain and the connection. And it's there because people cared enough not only to begin a process, but to pursue why we're here, to pursue the outcomes of real education. It's quite simple. We are here, all of us, to help students learn in whatever way, in whatever manner, to the fullest of our ability, and with a great deal of passion. I salute all of you. I welcome you to this university. You will always have a home here. Thank you.